Okay YouTube, this is Zopu and today I decided to try and do something slightly different, and I'm going to be playing Skies of Arcadia Legends, which is the remade version on the GameCube. So a bit of retro gaming here. So as you can see on the bottom right, the game was originally released in 2000 and re-released in 2003, at least for the European version. And I'm just going to start a new game and play one of my most favorite game ever. So Skies of Arcadia is your standard fare console Japanese RPG. Was made by Sega and Overworks. Originally released on the Dreamcast, then got an updated port on the GameCube with a couple of extra features in that they couldn't fit in the Dreamcast version. So this is the version I'll be playing. So here we start with a lovely sight of a moon and ooh, what's this? Some ship. So yeah, in the world of Skies of Arcadia, the oceans are actually the sky, and basically island and land masses just float on the ground, so flying is very common. So this is the opening scene. Can't fast forward it or skip it, so I'm gonna try and narrate it a little. Probably will be doing a lot of post editing. So Alfonso, ha, we finally found her. Don't worry, I'm not going to be reading out every line. The game, being its age, is obviously not voice. So obviously they want to capture the girl we just saw earlier, and so they're gonna use a huge battleship to take her out. So yeah, Skies of Arcadia is by no means the best looking game in the world anymore, but I enjoyed it for what it is, and I for one have never been one very picky about graphics, although I will admit it's probably hasn't aged the best out of old game from that time. Just need to ship. So yeah, Alfonso looking very smug of himself. Yes, the Empress will be very pleased, unless... Yes, what's that? It's been hit. Who might that be? Yeah, the Imperial Armada. These are basically obviously going to be the main villains for most of, if not all, the game. No spoilers. And here we have our hero. So yeah, obviously this is a game about sky pirates. This game is fairly original in the sense that not only you have your standard RPG fare of going through the dungeon and town, equipping and everything, but on the world map, rather than being your character walking around, you move in an airship, and while you do have random battles, you also have ship battle, although they don't come into play until a bit later in the game. I'm Vice of the Blue Robes. Vice, I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, no voices, not quite sure. So yeah, Valiant Soldier, the Valiant Imperial Armada, bad guys. And here's one of your trusted companion, Aika. Red-haired girl, obsessed with money, and has an affinity with cats. I, for one, have been seeing a good few relations between this game character and One Piece, if you look at it carefully. I mean, it's about pirates. Vice has a similar scar to Luffy under his left eye, and you have the red-haired obsessed with money. Just food for thought. So here's the battle. So as you can see, standard turn-based RPG. You have your usual commands, so you have attack, guard, items. Do we have any? Nope, I don't, that's just my equipment. Run, can't run from this one. You have super moves, which you unlock later by actually using items, oddly enough. And to use super move, you don't use your MP, you use the bar that's at the top that fills up every turn by a set amount that actually grows as you level up. So at the moment I get 2 per turn, and 2 per turn, and Vice first super attack, Cutlass Fury, takes 7. So you can press here, Vice unleashes a fury on a single enemy, causing major damage. So yeah, it's a pretty hefty attack. You have magic, which I haven't unlocked yet. You actually gain magic by setting your weapon to a certain color. Each color is a certain type of magic, and you unlock more colors as the game goes on. At first you only have 2, red and green. Red is fire magic, green is healing and poison magic. Each color is associated with one of the moons of the world, and each moon has a different property. So the red moon is fire, the green moon is growth, healing. You have the purple moon, which is ice, the blue moon, which is water and wind, the yellow moon, which is thunder, and the silver moon, which is life and death, so resurrection and death spells. I think that's all. I don't think I've forgotten any. So yeah, and the last option is focus, which actually basically passes your turn, but you will load up the bar at the top. So yep. So at first Vice will be using red weapons, which actually tend to do a bit more damage, and Aika will be using the green ones, because especially can unlock healing spells. So Aika doesn't have any super attacks. First you have to unlock them. So I'm just going to attack these two. So very straightforward first battle. So you got a sort of a dynamic camera as the battle goes on, and sometimes if you have a few enemies on the field, you can see something in the background, not in this case, that one of your party members will be sort of fighting with one of the enemies, so it doesn't look like they just stand there, but it's just for aesthetics. It doesn't actually do anything. Also, just a bit too late, but enemies also have a color associated with them. So because these guys were Valiant Soldier, they were yellow, because under each of the moon there's a different country, and the value is under the yellow moon. So most of enemies that are from there will be yellow, and so have an affinity for thunder. And using the opposite color will usually yield better results. Okay, there's no point in resisting, so we just beat 2 of them, but we just got surrounded. Pretty sure I could take them out, but yeah, dying. Epic guy, don't see enough of him throughout the game. So yeah, that's Vice's dad, as I just said. But he's not happy to be called dad, because he's the captain when on the ship. So let's go and introduce ourselves to Alfonso. Yeah. So yeah, there are a few voices, very occasional, generally reserved for super attacks and a couple of sentences. So now here's the game proper, the dungeon crawling part of it. So okay, you can have a first-person view, which actually has its use, but not until later. And then you have the menu. So standard fare, the different pages. You can look at basic stats and stuff. Change equipment, items, super move. The second one will be magic, but I haven't unlocked any yet. And Vice has an extra block thing, which is tells its title, which at the moment is Vice the Unimpressive, as he's done nothing. But as the game progresses, you gain swashbuckler points, which will increase his Vice's title. And if you actually manage to find every chest in game, every discovery, do every optional battle, or basically do everything, 100% completion, he gets the title of Vice the Legend, which I will attempt to do throughout this playthrough. I will occasionally look at recent walkthroughs, just because there's a lot, and I do mean a lot to do, and especially because you cannot miss any chest in any dungeon, and some of them are one time only, so you want to make damn sure you're not missing any. So yeah, this is a chest. So Sacri Crystal. Sacri is the name of the first basic healing spell, so this is a crystal with the first basic healing spell in it. So that's your most basic healing item. Door, hallway, well, air pirates have decided to infest my ship, because that is totally how he speaks. You do get a small bit of his voice in there. Alfonso, cherished son of Value's most distinguished family and an admiral of the Imperial Armada. So here's nepotism at its greatest. And here's the girl we're going to be rescuing. The little snicker here. Yeah. Alfonso is going to be, what was it? Probably going to be a recurring nuisance more than anything. He's...
Dispose of them.
Yeah, I think that says it all. He's extremely arrogant and has very little skill to back up his arrogance. He's only got his position because of his family. So yeah, as I said, nepotism at work. And yeah, here you can see on the enemy selection they have a yellow square around them, which just tells me they are of a thunder element, a lightning element, whatever you want to call it. They're yellow. It doesn't really matter too much at this point. before, and this should finish up this fight just fine.
That was fun.
Yes, it was. I just love this victory music for some reason. I think I even love it more than the traditional Final Fantasy victory song. Yeah, rank up in green magic means she's unlocked the basic healing spell. Okay. So here there's another chest to pick up. So 2 more crystals. Have to be careful again not to miss anything. I think there's another one somewhere that can't go this way. So by beating them, your soldiers are very weak, like here. So yeah, he's just walking away. He doesn't really have many places he could go. He's in the middle of a ship, in the middle of the sky. But then again, they do have escape, life raft, life ship, boats. You get what I mean. So yeah, here I'm gonna get rid of the weak ones first. Because these guys go down. Did it? Oh, I thought I picked the other one. So yes, also occasionally you will counter attack, but and even more rarely your enemies will. So it's always a great feeling when you happen to win with a counter, especially if you're very close to death. Oh, he guarded. So this will end the fight. And yeah, a nice critical hit to finish.
We did it!
Yes, we did. Here was learned 50 gold, which is really not much. Especially that by the end game you're usually rolling in cash. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Here goes!
Let's finish this. Yeah, I did grab that chest. So here, trick. Switch off the alert, which stops random enemy encounters. Save point. magic droplets, which give you Alright. He thinks we can't follow him, but we're just gonna go by the outside. Yeah, not a life for people who are afraid of heights or flying. So that's how much of a weasel Alfonso is. He cannot permit himself to admit he failed, so he's just gonna make up a story of that he was betrayed. And I still don't understand how he managed to do that, because I'm fairly sure his vice captain could have taken him. Yeah. And now at least we got the girl. Let's see. Yeah. In the pre-rendered scenes, everyone's weapon is always blue. Even though at first you haven't unlocked the blue moonstone. Because yeah, as I said, color is to do with moon, and by infusing power of a moonstone inside your weapon that you get a different color. Antonio. Yeah, giant monster bull. So, as you might have guessed, value is basically very much based on Spain when it was expanding into an empire a few centuries ago. Basically, the world is divided in a different country and a different moon, and each of a different vibe, reminiscent of the real world. Like I said, yellow moon, value, kind of similar to Spain. It also shows everything that's wrong with imperialism. So there's also a bit of imperialistic Britain in there. There is not much under the silver moon. It's just an ocean. So it's just basically standard. Let me see, Europe. I'm not gonna spoil everything. It's just we'll see it later. First boss battle. Not actually even much of a boss battle, but hey, you have to start somewhere. So yeah, oh, I'm a bit down on HP. Sorry about that, a bit of a sore throat. So I'm going to attack, and just gonna use it. Sacred crystal.
Let's try this.
I'd rather use items than magic, because magic has the downside that it costs points from the bar at the top as well as 1 MP, regardless of what spell it is. So yeah, that's Antonio's attack. Started pretty rough.
Let's try this.
So fully healed. enemies can counter you occasionally. Some bosses do more than often, and Tonio does it a lot if I remember correctly. So here, yeah, I'm just going to attack him again. Attack him
Here goes.
again. Pretty wet. Not too bad. Attack. I find it's also nice how standard attack have slightly different effects if depending on your distance to your enemy. So here I'm finally going to use a super attack with Cutlass Fury. And Aika is going to focus so I can use it again sooner. And when the fight becomes in your favor, music changes. Also changes as things go badly. That's the word. Yep, just gonna attack him again. Okay. Here I'm going to attack, and with her, we still have a crystal. Yeah. I'm gonna heal just in case.
Let's try this.
Yep. Thunder Fury. Now I'm going. Thank you for that. Instead, I'm going to show you my Cutlass Fury, because we're all full of fury. Oh, dear God, what am I saying? I really apologize for these comments. I know I have no excuses, but still, sorry. Come on, finish him! And there we go. Yes. He caught on fire. I'm not quite sure why.
We won! We won!
Beefsteak! Maybe. Maybe not. Level 3! Yay! Stat boost. So yeah. Oh, I got a moonberry. These are important because it's by using those that you unlock new super attacks. So yeah, good. Also, you can notice in the magic experience thing, even though Vice's weapon is not green and Aika's isn't red, they're still both getting experience from all the types that are being used by the party, except in lesser amount. So Aika has yet to actually unlock the first level of red magic, and Vice yet to unlock the first level of green one. But if each of your team member uses a different color, you can sort of start to match their magic level. Bah. Bah. Perhaps there's more to you than meets the eye. Yeah, and much less to you. Yes, we shall. But not a day too soon. So I guess Alfonso does have some capability. He can fly his small raft to safety. So yeah. Yeah, he's that card. He can flee very well. So the proverbial princess. She isn't actually a princess, by the way. She's just fits the role. Yeah, Fina. That's the blonde girl. You replace Rami, the moon. Elder. However, watch yourself. Do not allow trust. Elder. So yeah, her breathing is more regular. So we had a quick peek at the dreams of the girl we just rescued, who's named Fina. Hey, she's up. She's looking fairly worried. Oh no. It's like Vice being all cool and reassuring. Like being all happy. So yeah, here I have some dialogue options, and depending which you choose, you can get more or less a boost to, as I said just earlier, your swashbuckler rating. So in this case you have to compliment her. When you hear the small bell thing noise when you select an option, that means you picked the right choice. Yeah, he does. He's a bit of a dork. Is it air pirate? The shock. Yeah, she knows nothing, basically. Yeah, she's very good at ancient stuff and moons and mysticism, but don't ask her about the situation of the world. Most of the game's explanations of how things work and why things are there usually come from the characters explaining things to her. Yeah. So yeah, setting up everything aboard. So yeah, the blue rogues. Air pirates divided into faction. Blue rogues, black pirates. There. All makes sense. Yeah, so yeah, the blue rogues are a bit more like Robin Hood types, except they do it for the profit, but they don't abuse people that cannot defend themselves. Getting screamed at. Yeah, this is the first ship first of a few. Bit of spoiler here. So yeah, this is your father's ship, the Albatross. Not much to see here. Just have to go up to the deck. It brings us this guy. So yeah. And now we're finally in control of the ship. So this is just the world map. Oh. Cute. I know what I'm doing. So yeah, here you can move up. You can move down, up. Random battle. Loopers. They're a very recurring enemy in this game in their different form. Not like the slimes of Dragon Quest. They're more like the Mercury and Metal Slime, sort of, as in they have extremely high dodge rate and tend to run off from battle fairly quickly. Except this one decided to throw a spell. As I said, they're almost impossible to hit. Oh crap. Didn't expect that to happen. What do I do? Yeah, I was taken by surprise. Think I should run away.
Retreat.
Yeah. Runaway is actually usually very bad because it lowers your swashbuckler rating by quite a bit. Wrong button, sorry. And yeah. So I'm gonna need to battle quite a lot before I recover this one. So yeah, we're gonna do a bit of healing. There's one more thing I want to show, is that on the world map, sometimes, compass will spin like that, and that means you made a discovery. So yeah, here lies an unknown blue rogue. First letter is D. So again, small one-piece relation here. Yeah. Explaining what discoveries are with your money right now. But yeah. I think that's all for the first video, which I think will already be quite long. Thank you, YouTube. This was Sopu. The game is Skies of Arcadia Legends, and I will see you next time.